Hey, what is going on? It is Basic Bros Reactions here, and today we're going to be doing a reaction to YG boy group Treasure and their music video for If I. And so, to be completely honest, and I mean this in the most respectable way possible, I sometimes forget that Treasure is even around because I feel like YG has really dropped the ball with promotion with them. And I feel like just overall, if you look back at like even some of their senior boy groups like iKON and with Winner, I feel like YG just really drops the bag with, really managing them, really promoting them, because every time Treasure, especially when they were first coming out, I love their music, but they've kind of switched their sound a lot, and then they haven't been really, they haven't been consistent with their releases, so they've kind of fallen off the radar. And I feel like I'm not the only one. Let me know down in the comments below if you kind of feel that same way. And then I look back, like I said, historically at like iKON and Winner and how they had like such big pushes at the start and then just kind of dwindled out with like YG promoting them and everything. And I feel the same thing is happening here. But I'm really excited to get back into checking out Treasure because, like I said, they're a group that I really enjoyed when they first came out. They switched out their sound and some of their latest releases weren't really my vibe, but I do just think that they're such a talented group and I feel like they're really underrated. So I'm excited to check out and see what they have in store. So with that, we'll go ahead and get into this reaction in 3, 2, 1.
What if I did something that's unforgivable? Hiding my potential like it's criminal. But I got an alter ego like a whole other human seeing me for how I really am. But I can do the same. No, I don't think I react. Big step, big moves. I don't chase, I attract. Too loud, too fast, whole room jump back. I ain't here for the rules, I'm here for the impact. 10 money pounds, lightning, no sleep, caffeine,
Okay. This is quite the departure from what I last remember reacting to.
The fame, pay the price. You call it a passion, your limitation, my domination, catching you fall.
All right, come through, rap line.
You bitter, cause I'm better under pressure. Turn my shadow into halo, that's the treasure. My confidence give you a complex, so you better brush up the cobwebs. I'm cutting my business and prospects.
All right, okay. And they come through with the vocals. I'm really enjoying this. I really enjoyed that. Like, that is the Treasure that I liked, or just that more kind of in your face, a little hip hop heavy, because they have such an incredible rap line, but still giving the vocals some time to shine. The rappers, like I said, were just really, really good. They were actually spitting some bars a little bit. I was like, okay, I see you guys, and just the flow. I just love when the rappers in the group like can switch up their flow, and you can kind of tell that like they're actually good at it, because sometimes you will feel like in a lot of K-pop groups where the rapper is just like the person who can't really sing that well, and so they become the rapper, but they don't have that like quite that flow, and they don't have that rhythmicality. And so I love when you can hear like some rappers, spit some bars, and have to switch up the flow and everything. So that was really, really good. And so this, like I said, this is the Treasure that I remember back when they first started. This is a little bit, like I said, more of a hip hop vibe, but just kind of that in your face, with this just kind of this attitude that I really enjoyed. Because with the last comeback, from what I remember, I can't even remember the name of the song, but I remember I was like, this feels like this would be like on a Disney Channel show, like soundtrack or movie or something along the lines of that. It was just very bright. It was very like, schoolboy. And not that there's anything wrong with that. That's just not quite my vibe. And even that song just, it didn't really do anything for me, because I like stuff that's like a little bit more on the cuter or more of the innocent, concept. But the last one that I reacted to of Treasure just wasn't doing it for me, because I remember the group when they first came out, and just how they were just so hard hitting and kind of in your face, and they were able to really show off their personality. And so this to me kind of harkens back to that. And so I really enjoyed this. This was like such a good, the beat was going off, and I just really this is something I would definitely listen to. So I really enjoyed this, and I'm just happy to see kind of Treasure get back and releasing some content. Hopefully it'll be more consistent. Hopefully, even though I know YG is bringing out a new boy group, hopefully they continue to push Treasure, because I just feel like this was another group that still has so much untapped potential, and I feel like should be a lot bigger than they are. I'm not saying that they're not big, because they're still doing great, but I just feel like there's so much more that they could be doing. And so I'm just hope that YG still gives them some resources. I know I'm asking a lot, but as far as my rating, I would give that an 8.2. I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed like the black and white aesthetic, the whole video and everything. It kind of reminded me of just kind of in the wheelhouse of Baby Monster's Click Clack, which is cool, because they're all under the same label and stuff. So it's giving me kind of that energy, except I actually like this one a little bit better than Click Clack. Not that there was anything wrong with that, but I really enjoyed this, and this actually makes me excited to hear more from Treasure. And it makes me like, whenever they have their next release, I want to check it out and do a reaction to it, because this is more my vibe, this is more my lane, and I really enjoy them kind of getting back to this kind of more hip hop aesthetic and everything. So let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of this release? And let me know if there's anything maybe we missed out on Treasure that we should react to, go back and check out, even if it was, not necessarily in my lane. We can still check it out, see what they have in store and everything, and let me know what you thought of it. And don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe and ding that bell so you get notified whenever we are dropping reactions. And this is Basic Bros Reactions.